This is Justin AMZN on very early in the morning, Friday, July 13th, 2018. Taking a look at a little bit of pre-market up here from actually Thursday, July 12th, 2018. Sorry for the late hour. Remember this trend, trend channel, upward trend channel that we just put on here yesterday? Well, we got right into it pre-market. I just wanted to zoom back out to show you the whole range of that. We are way up here into it, just hovering right on it. And this is going to be a real short video. We just blew through it. There's not much to talk about other than it bounced. Let me just zoom in on the day. It bounced right off of that, like right off that price. I mean, a little tiny bit of selling that ended pretty quickly, came right back into the pre-market support. That bounced, had a high wave candle, another high wave candle that actually made a slightly higher high, a really incredible lower wick. I think this is Dragonfly Doji or something like that. Really small body, and just took off. I mean, that's the retest. It retested, it bounced. Only twice in here went, from this being open down, looked bearish, and then from this candle at some point down here, it looked bearish. This is so bullish. And I mean, it just ripped higher. So looking over at the options, I mean, you would have had to have been buying here or just getting into something. This is the channel not the channel, sorry. This is the upward trend line that we touched again yesterday. Zoom back out. Today we're nowhere near it. We did not have an opportunity to get on, to buy on that line. So we don't need this line anymore. Because if it comes back that far down, you shouldn't be looking at calls. You should be looking at playing puts on a Friday. The puts, I'm looking at the 1800 put. There was a chance to get into that, ride that up as it did this move. But I'm sure some people were shorting here. This looked like an inverted hammer, then it broke out, then it gapped up, and then started to sell down. And, in here, and that candle, that inverted hammer, this inverted hammer, and then a bigger candle, retest, roll down, and come back down into this last, two candle bearish move down to here. Maybe you got in after that one, with that one breaking lower. You got in at the 1250 price. 1250 price right here. Worst possible price you could have gotten filled was 1080. And then your stop is down 1080 back down to 9 something. So you probably have more than $100, but that would have been 2R, easily 2R, if you were trading $100. But you may not have set it up like that. Yeah, because the high on that is 1080 and the low is 980, so that's $100 right there. Anyway, that's the puts. We're looking at calls. Look at this. This was the place to get in. So still looking at the 1750. I mean, if you had been holding from yesterday, that's amazing. Or from earlier in the week, that's amazing. I hope you held all the way up here and got out at the high, or the high at the close here. Phenomenal move. Here's that bearishness. We retested back down into it, held that low. Could have been buying. Was it 17? Yep, 17 by 16. Could have bought right at the low. Could wait for the breakout. The breakout here would have been buying at like 21. With a stop down below this at like 16. So that's pretty far. If we look at, I can get the cursor in that place. It's like the 75 call. Let's see where this goes. So this was just chopping sideways, losing premium. This gives you a better entry, better price. I like this around the 500, 400, 500. Look at that. Low there is 360. Low there is 348. You could have been buying either one of those 4 by 3, and that would have moved, incredibly quick. Pulled back. Had you just held on to it, had you, gotten out of some anywhere along here, you're up huge on the day. The other place not to buy was, after the huge move up when it got so close to 1800. But that's what's crazy is people were still buying up here. Somebody was buying right there between the high of 1797 and 66 cents and the closing price of 1797 and 43 cents. Somebody bought within that 23 cents, and hopefully they exit right away at 1798, the high, but they probably didn't. Those people buying it up, I don't know why he waited so long. I mean, look at this move. Look at this. It's such a huge move. But incredible channel. We just drew it on here. Completely broke out from the top. After I finished the video yesterday, I clicked back on this. I'm like, wow, that looks great on the daily. Look at that move. Like, you can almost see if it comes up here, it could easily take out that high and be a bullish retest gap, but also take out that high, trapping the rest of the shorts. That was something I mentioned in the video yesterday. So, phenomenal location. The open here was 1764.51. The high that we had was 1763.10. So this open was above the previous high. This opened at an all-time high. I did not expect it to move this much, being an all-time high. But the 20 minutes here of just sideways is just a rest. I mean, gap up and it did retest. It rested and then it was off to the races. Phenomenal move on Amazon. Way to go, Amazon. Way to go, nobody was in it. Continuing watching this bullish. I can delete some things like that channel. I can get rid of some more lines way back down in here. At some point, maybe it'll pull back to that. Probably a good place to buy. But for right now, wait. Just wait. Look for a pullback on a smaller time frame. When you go to an hourly, see what that looks like. Yeah, phenomenal. Look at that. I mean, this was unsustainable, this upward trend here. This is completely unsustainable, that's steep. Look how quickly this is moving up. This needs to pull back. Let's keep an eye on this channel. I'm going to try and extend it. I'm going to have to extend it into the next day, but I already lost the location of it. Can I copy it? This doesn't work, does it? Can I duplicate it? Come on. Try. I just want to make another one. So if I draw one, I'm just going to try and draw one around the same area and just a little longer. That's close enough. All right, we'll keep that on there and see what happens up. If we were able to pull back, there'll definitely be some people selling this to pull back. But look at the. Sorry, that took a few seconds to look through. Look at this. Look at all these bullish candles. Look at that. A huge upper wick, and then it still made bullish candles. Pre-market or after hours, almost touched 1800. Nothing seems to slow this down. So wait for some bearish candles to form, and then see what it does. If it continues to break out, wait some more. If it does actually start to roll over in a smaller time frame, like an hourly, look for the next target. Be aggressive. That's kind of a trend if you trade it. Otherwise, wait for that retest and then get in when it's doing this S curve. We have, a few moves in here. Double bottom. This move into a pullback, rally, a pullback again. This is like an ABC. And then we've got a move higher that, was into this resistance, broke out, ran up, pullback. I mean, I guess I'm kind of seeing some wave. Maybe a 1. Let's see, 1. I wanted that to be that was a 4. I'm not good at counting waves. We'll look at that another time. But look at all these bullish candles here in the hourly. That's a huge move. I was talking about. I think I was looking at the 4 hour the other day. Let's see. That's way off now. So 4 hour, we're seeing that every other day, the first 4 hour candle was selling. selling, 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 selling. That was a short day. What was that? And then this day shifted. This is the day that it was actually buying in the first 4 hours instead of selling. And that was something I think we talked about. But something has shifted here. Something has changed. Now every day, 4 hours have gone up since this shift that was positive. That was bouncing off that trend. So it kept doing this. Sell here, skip a day, sell here, skip a day, sell here, skip a day, sell here, skip a day. Don't sell. In this case, buy it. Buy it. Every day, buy the first 4 hours, buy the first 4 hours, buy the first 4 hours, buy the first 4 hours. That's been our trend lately. It's that simple. If you can see some patterns popping out, trade them. So that's all I've got. I'm sure I could dive in some more to how to actually play this more, but what a phenomenal move. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that one. That didn't go where I wanted it to go at all. Oops. I'm gonna try it. Nope, not what I want to do. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna drop it on that edge. I'm gonna lower this. I just am gonna have to do differently. Okay, close enough. We'll see how that continues to move. So if we go back to the daily, why is it so? All right, we're gonna have to see how the candle forms because that's not what's supposed to happen. It's not supposed to be steeped like that. That doesn't even look right. Anyway, it's too late for me to fight all this today. But yeah, let's keep an eye on this channel. See if we can retest to it. Pause a little bit. Come back into some exponential moving averages, and then get in and let it just tear higher. So, we can put another line in at the previous high. We could definitely consolidate here. We'll see if we retest back to it, or if we pause at this uptrend line. So, I'll drop that line in here and take a look at it again tomorrow. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.